Woohoo! I cleaned up the shop. There's actually room to walk around and stuff. It's awesome. I mean, see, I could move. I built this shelf over here. I put those shelves in over there. Started putting things away, crowded the other tools that don't really need to be in here against the wall because I don't have any place else to put them. But yeah. Oh, and here's what the bike is looking like right now. Pretty snazzy. Well, welcome back everyone. So BJ over at Brickhouse Builds talked me into an X21, and so I am actually rewiring the entire bike. It will no longer be the stock wiring harness. So I'm building the whole wiring harness, which is a challenge because I've never done it before. But he's been very helpful. I've sent him a couple of emails asking questions, and he's gotten right back to me. So highly recommend checking out his channel. I'll put some links down below for him. But anyway, let's get on with the explanation of what's going on here. So we have a new starter solenoid, which is fused right there. Of course, I have that out because I don't need it in there while I'm wiring everything. So this is to the key down here, which I just mounted last night. I have the tail light mounted, and its wiring comes up to here. These that come with the X21, all these little connectors like this, there's 4 of them. There's 2 smaller ones and then 2 larger ones for the front, for the controls, which these are also come with the X21. This is the value kit, so you can also get a plus one. I've been working on grounds. Right now, all these ones you see that are connected here at the headlight, these all lead back to this, which will be bolted down to the coil, which is a very good ground. I'm going to clean the paint off of underneath this nut and bolt it under there. And then I'm also going to be putting that one on there. That one will be specifically to the headlight. Let's see, what else we got here? Everything's kind of like run along under here loose. I'm going to loom everything up when I've got everything run. That was the recommendation that BJ made, and I kind of go along with that. So I've got my ground cable that goes down to the motor down here, and there is my power to the starter, which will go onto the starter solenoid. Let me tip the phone so you can see where I'm going here. And then this goes to the battery, positive, which I've already made that cable up. So I'm making progress. It's been kind of slow. I haven't filmed anything up to this point because it's all been, you know, putting connectors on wires and, I don't know, boring stuff. I will be kind of filming getting the rest of this all put together, as this is from the wiring from the X21, and it runs all the indicator lights on the Speedo. So yeah, this has been a whole lot of fun. I just got to the point where I'm ready to go ahead and I guess do some filming here and see what's going on. But here is the old wiring harness stripped down. I took all the tape and stuff off of it. I haven't taken those off, but I didn't know if I was going to need those, so I didn't want to cut them off. But I was able to trace everything that goes from the key switch and tell where it goes on the bike and how it goes. Like the 2 white wires on this connector, you see there's one white wire on that side and one on that side, actually join up down here, down in here, and then go to the main fuse. So I'll be doing the same thing there, but it'll be going to the starter solenoid. Headlight, I've put one of these type of connectors on, and I'm going to have to put that type of connector on the front of the bike to match that, and then I can just plug it in up there. That'll be good. Here's all the wires, and I've already put all the ends that go to the X21 on it, so those are ready to go. And I haven't cut any of them to length because I can go from the X21 out to wherever it's supposed to go and then cut, and I'll have leftover wire, which may come in handy. Okay, well, let me go ahead and pop you into time lapse, and let's get going on this thing, and maybe we can get it wired up. now we are, let me turn that around. This is the point system on my bike. So the coils, the yellow wires on the coils are going to go to this pink wire and go to that spot on the X21. Here we go. Okay, so now we're getting the other half of the coil hooked up. So down here we have 3 wires. One of them is blue and I forget if it's red or what, but anyway, yeah, it's blue and red. That goes to the oil sensor, and then the other 2, the green and the black, go to the coils. The green one goes to the left coil and the black one goes to the right coil. So I am changing that to, this green one is going to be green with a black stripe, and then the black one is going to be red with a black stripe. That will be the right coil, and I can string those up true. This will all get loomed at the end, I hope. And then we go left coil to the green. You figure out which one's my, there, that's the left lead. And I put the wrong connectors on. I need bullets, not bullet receptors. Okay, hang on, let me show you what I did, because I'm a goofball. I've got these connectors on here, and they have these connectors on here as well. So I need to cut these off and put bullets on there so they'll plug in. All right, let me do that and we'll be back. So we just get the headlight hooked up. Well, almost. I forgot to turn the camera back on after the last little, oops, where's that tool at? So anyway, the headlight is hooked up now. It's clicked and everything. So now I gotta run all the wires that run everything here, pretty much. Hook them into the X21 and so on and so forth. I gotta admit that I was intimidated by the idea of building a whole new wiring harness, and this X21 thing really makes it simple. There were a few things I didn't quite understand, and luckily BJ was, like I said, he was real quick to get back to me when I emailed him, so I got past those problems, and here I am, almost done. Still got to wire all these into the rest of these. Oh no. So after that wire popped on that first one, I went ahead and I just shut off the camera and soldered all these on so they're not going to pop out like that again. So onward and forward. Next was that was dash power. Stick a bullet receptacle on there and just plug that into that. That'll solve it. Okay. Back in a minute, guys. So now everything is hooked up except the battery. And I am ready to start bundling cables up so that I can put the so I can hide everything, make it look nice, or as nice as I can. I am not as good at this as BJ is, so don't even I'm not even gonna pretend. However, I'm gonna get started by kind of bundling them up with zip ties, these little ones, and then I'm gonna come back with the loom stuff here, covering, and wrap everything up, And hopefully when we're done, it will at least be passable for a wiring harness. You know? So here we go. Well, guys, it's a fail. I got everything hooked up and loomed in, and I plugged the battery in, or hooked up the battery and plugged the fuse in. I had turn signals and no headlight. The horn doesn't work, but that turns out because the horn is bad. So yeah, I don't know where my issues are. I have suspicions that it's between the switch and the way I've got the starter solenoid wired, but I'm not sure. So what I've done is I went in and ordered the rest of the parts that BJ uses when he installs these. So I'm getting a digital regular rectifier, I'm getting the key switch that he uses and the solenoid that he uses. Plus I ordered a horn from him because I have a bad horn, of all things. But anyway, so I will have to get those parts in and then attempt this again. But with those parts, I actually get to follow this diagram to a T, where with these, I was kind of like having to guess which wire off the key to use and which, where to plug into the solenoid and how my rectifier attaches and all this good stuff. And I think I've got it right, but I'm not getting anything. And I know the starter does work because I've had it turned over before, but it's not working. So I'm going to have to get the rest of those parts, and then we'll make another wiring video, and hopefully that one at the end I'll be going, look, it works, instead of it's a fail. Hey, it's my first attempt at doing this, so, you know, give me a little bit of leeway here. So yeah, I'll get to strip all this back off, and, well, not all of it. I mean, the X21's going to stay. That's the key to this whole thing. But anyway, I was doing so good, I thought. But I had turn signals. Oh, and I had brake light too. But no headlight, and no tail light, and no license plate light. And there's no starter. The starter wasn't doing anything. And the headlight's not coming on. So yeah, there's some issues somewhere. And I'm pretty sure it has to do with this key. But as I said, I'm going to order the key from him, or the switch from him, and go from there. So until next week, thanks for watching, and I guess we'll try again next week. See you guys. Bye.